Good evening and welcome to another episode of Candid Conversations. You have to excuse me. I've been doing a lot of chores and I'm really tired. But who makes me excited and very unfatigued is my next artist, Zaylan. So we're getting ready to add him on. We wanted to do a test because you know how my live scene tends to act up where I live, or where I record from because I don't always record from home. So tonight's guest is singer, house music singer, entertainer, dancer, and soon-to-be actor, Zaylan. So I'm going to do my usual of the adding on, and hopefully, God willing, this does not misbehave. Oh, I hope y'all ain't seeing too much. I got you're not seeing anything right now because it says slow connection. Zaylan, is that you, my dear? Plus, share. I already told him I'm a 90s girl. So now I just gotta, where's my add-on button? We're gonna try and come on earlier, but I had to get something. Wait a minute. I hope I'm soon to get a studio because this is, Zaylan, just send a request to join. I don't have the Wi-Fi problems though. Now, sometimes I start off with technical difficulty, slow connection. This is why I end up going into my vehicle because there's no slow connection for somewhere reason there. Hey, add. That's what's up. Hold on, let me grab my slate. No what? Jalen, are you there? Do you see my wonderful sky?
There
Are
we
you
are.
here?
See,
Okay, just like I thought.
I
I
saw
don't
you
see you,
before.
but the guests do.
Mm, and suddenly I don't see you, but I saw you before.
But we're here. This happened before. Do you see my slate? Take one, Candid Conversations with my artist, Zaylan. Hey, did my chalk run off? How are you this evening?
I'm good. I'm
My
pretty
question
good. How
is,
are you?
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Welcome to Candid Conversations. We've been waiting for this moment.
Let me see about sharing it to my page. Okay.
Okay. Oh,
You
I
can't
forgot to
see
take
me?
it.
I saw you before.
Okay. Let me know when you are ready to get candid with me.
Well, okay, yeah. I can't see you though. Can you see me?
The audience sees us though. This happens all the time.
Oh, okay. Like we discussed earlier. Okay.
That makes you laugh. Can you see me put on some gray hair cover up?
Well, no, I mean,
I
do you
don't
see
really know
my
what you might
grays? I
see me
have some
doing this.
grays. I have like a strand or two of grays, or
No,
50.
you have a random grace. That's my hairline. Always had that. But.
Well, I saw you before. You looked absolutely beautiful. I mean, I
Oh,
saw
bless
you
your heart.
before the first time I saw you. You looked absolutely beautiful. And before joining, I did see you. I saw what you had
Oh,
on. So I see. So now I just have the vision of you in my mind because we have the
oh.
black screen right now.
I'd been dealing with some asthma issues recently, so I get darkening under my eyes. But this is actually Facebook bags because I keep waking up in the middle of the night, and so then I get on Facebook and I see all these jokes, and then I start laughing, and then I had the nerve to be up there talking 4 in the morning. But thank you. So Zaylan, I want to know all about you. First of all, how we met is that I was invited to a fashion show, house music, I would say fest slash fashion evening by the lovely Annette Satterwhite Cruz, who has directed another successful show. Um, I call it Solid Gold slash Lion King because it was all of that. And
Yeah.
she has been a longtime friend. We found out we are now related, and her and I were once in a pageant together, and she was so excited to be doing this production because it was dedicated to people that we have lost in the house music industry and in the fashion industry here in New Jersey. And it was something she took a lot of pride in, and I was really going through something that
Wow.
week. It was like the test of Job. One day it was crazy because it wasn't my problem, but it was becoming my problem. And it took everything in me for me to get out of that house. And she's always been supportive of everything I've done. Shout out to Annette Satterwhite Cruz. She's been in
Annette,
2 of my films in
beautiful,
roles.
wonderful Annette.
And
Yes.
I had to get there. And so, I was sitting in that chair, and then all of a sudden you came and all this red as the halftime guest. I don't know if I should call it halftime like it's football, but the words of your song, you were like, get up and rejoice. And I can't remember all the lyrics, and you're welcome to
I'm
share
getting
all
up
of
off
these
the sure.
on my page.
If you love
Um,
me, let me know. I'm getting up now.
yeah, because I didn't feel like getting up and doing anything, but I made it out there, and I was so glad I did. And I took a chance with meeting you because you never know how an artist is going to be, and you were so kind to me. Can you tell me, first of all, how you got started in this industry and how you ended up in that project that evening?
Okay. So, okay, such a simple and wonderful question. Oh gosh, and my first question, and I got distracted. Um,
It's okay. Can
what
you
was the
hear me
question?
clearly? Because I'm on a patio and I'm hearing people's air conditioning vents. So
But what did you ask me?
can you
How
hear me
did I get
clearly?
involved in the project, and how did I get started in?
In this industry, yes. How did you end up there that night?
You know what? I was interviewed. Was it last year for my How Time Flies for Deep House magazine?
Oh, yes. Shout out to Dan. Dan. He interviewed me as well.
Yeah. Now he actually was the person assigned to interview me. Deep House magazine is George Akins. Deep House
Yes,
George
I'm aware of
Akins.
that.
So yeah, so I'm saying
Shout
that
out
to
to all
say
of them.
because yeah, he reached out to me for an interview saying, I've got well presence and this kind of thing, and interviewed me. He assigned Dan Dan to interview me, and I've known of Dan Dan for quite some time, but I never had an opportunity to speak with him. I actually saw him years back interviewing beautiful Vanessa L. Smith on his on Soulful House Nation.
Okay,
And
okay.
I was like, maybe someday I'll get on that show. So people are now hitting me up. I sent out a couple people that we're going to be on. This is kind of to be expected. People will hit me up while it's on. They'll see it after, or they'll catch up to it because we're here in the moment. But yes, so Dan Dan, yeah, he was assigned by George Akins to interview me.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, he gave me a list of questions, amazing questions. It was like therapy. I got to write, out my responses and everything. And
His
what a
questions
wonderful
are amazing, and he
experience.
gives you a full-length interview.
Yes. So now that's with Deep House magazine. But at that time, during the process of the questions, he did say to me that at some point he would like to interview me as well separately. And and this took place, I think, in early April of this year. Yeah, or
Mm-hmm.
late March. No, it was early April. And no, this is good. I really this is ultimately leading to Annette. This is where I met Annette. She interviewed me along with Dan Dan.
Yes.
And I immediately took to her spirit.
Oh yes, she's a
Yeah.
real one.
Yes, and we now are friends. We've bonded, and I'm just like breathing in and out because when I think of her, I could just connect to those beautiful eyes, and through those beautiful eyes is her beautiful, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, yes,
She was
and
supposed to be a child actress, in case none of you know this, but Annette was like how one of those actors were in Fame at Montclair High School, and
oh yeah, I didn't know
she's
that.
now glad she didn't become a child actress. She does mention that, but she had an opportunity, and it was just, you know, God's plan was for her to soar now.
Mm-hmm.
Being a child in that industry is very delicate, and she's much happier that it's happening now. Put it that way.
Yeah, wow, heard so many, we all heard lots of horror stories.
There's a bee
Dark
out here, but
stories.
no, it wasn't. It was one of those. I'm sorry, one of those hideous lantern flies just grazed past my neck. I
I
say
can't
they're
wait
from
to
the
see the
pits of hell.
video.
Those
I'll
red
see
and
it.
black things. Oh, excuse me.
I
There it
can't wait.
is.
So since I can't actually see you on here, I can't wait now to see the video of what you're talking about flying by you.
Goodness. Yeah, this is so
Yeah.
weird.
So so
You'll see me after, though. Do you
so
want to come out and let's rewind this just to make sure we'll come back in?
huh? What happened?
You see yourself, though, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
me
then
of
we should
all
be good.
people. I see me
I
of
have no
all
problem if
people.
something happens with doing it again. So,
No, we can
they
continue.
discovered you for this interview. Tell us about yourself. I know you're a singer and dancer. Are you exclusively a house music singer?
No, no.
Okay.
Mm-mm. I have a
How did
slew
you
of,
start? Like, how old were you, and how did this all start happening for you?
the thing. I mean, I always loved music. I remember gravitating to songs like Frank Sinatra's My Way,
Mm-hmm.
Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel by Tavares.
Tavares, yes.
Yes, Tavares, okay, you pronounce it better than I do. And
Saturday Night Fever, baby. I grew up off that.
yeah, and what is it? Killing Me Softly. Ooh, that song touched
Roberta
my heart
Flack.
so deeply. Yeah, these songs, when I was like, I don't know how old, 4, 5, something like that, hearing my mother play some of these songs. And later on, so at that point I just liked songs. And then I won a dance contest with people who are still I
With
won a
who?
dance contest. Babysitter put us in a dance contest and I won. And so I was like, oh, okay. But later on, when I was 10 in 1978, I turned on big time to music with Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive.
Oh,
Gloria
yeah.
Gaynor, this is my
Yeah.
favorite artist of all time. I consider her to be like my musical mama. I feel a
Okay.
connection.
You ever
Yeah,
met her?
I have. I have met Gloria Gaynor and I took pictures. I have old Polaroid pictures with her. She signed it,
Okay.
and yeah, I met her twice. Yeah. Well, yeah, I met her twice. I went
You
up to
must
her and
share, you
spoke
must
with
share
her.
them. Those pictures.
Hmm?
I'll post it up.
What happened?
You got to share those experiences, and I'll share them as well.
Ah.
Those pictures.
Oh, yeah. Those, yeah, I have to take a snapshot. Some little like Polaroid pictures, back in
The
those days.
originals. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so, and one thing I could say about her is this was at a place in Brooklyn, and her then husband, who was her manager, was there, and I brought her roses, and she collected the roses beautifully, and she made sure that the instant camera that I had, like that the flash was on.
Mm-hmm.
She basically made sure that I got a good picture of her. You know,
Oh, yeah, I
um,
like when artists do that. London Brown always does that. So does Raheem Devon. They say it's
uh,
not clear, me and my cameras, and they always help me. That's nice. That's being humble.
Yeah, she's beautiful, and I love all of. I just basically, that song took to me. It took to my spirit. The trials and tribulations that my mom went through. I'm sure it's safe to say that. So I, as a kid, would take that opportunity to turn on the song because I liked the song
Mm-hmm.
and re-encourage her, and this just started it off. It's like I pretty much anything that I liked, I wanted to do. I became like obsessed with. So the next thing is grabbed album covers and lots of paper, and I would start writing song ideas down. And
Okay.
so
Now you were born in Barbados, right? And now you're living in New York City, correct?
wrong. Now I was born in the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas Virgin
Oh,
Islands.
I'm sorry. Okay, that's a very
Oh,
beautiful island. I've been there years ago.
yeah. I went there in 2000, back in 2000. I've been there in a while, but traveling back from there on the plane after a very short trip, I tell you, I had like, I would close my eyes and I would see the green, green, green mountains, the blue, pure blue skies, and the crystal clear water, like engraved in my memory. So yes.
That's beautiful. Now, how did you? Because you have recordings. Fast forwarding to when you first started performing, recording, dancing. About what year was that?
I first hit the studio. My story is not one where I was told, hey, you got some talent or and put into any training or anything like that. I just believed in this, wanted to give it a shot, and I booked studio time in 1987. Some studio in on the west side in the 30s in Manhattan. And
Okay.
yeah, and so I went in there and you know recorded a series of tracks that I still have on reel to reel. I'm watching the reel to reel right over there. Yeah, I have
Okay.
reel to reel with early recordings. And back then we had artists that were popular like George Michael, Jody Watley, In Excess,
Oh yeah,
Madonna,
yeah.
okay? Those artists, the MTV era.
You ever
And
met Madonna?
no, well, I've been to some of her shows.
Okay.
But no, I never met Madonna. That would be
Wow, that's
interesting.
very interesting.
Have you met Madonna?
No, I didn't meet any of them, those singers, but I watched them on MTV. I love Jody Watley, George Michael, Madonna, all of them. In fact, when Madonna first came on the radio with Holiday, we all thought she was black. you know,
Mm,
that was
yeah.
that Blue Eyed Soul,
Well,
Hall
I
and
did.
Oates. They're a little older than her. Tina
Oh,
Marie, like all of that. They were my favorites till this day.
yeah. Still, I actually have, I truly love Madonna. What I love
Who
about
doesn't,
Madonna
you know?
is her nerve. I love the nerve. And gosh, lots of messages still coming through at this time, distracting me. Okay. Sorry.
All right.
So no, I really love um Madonna for the music, the imperfection, which makes her perfect.
Let me ask you a question. What is the difference between being in the industry then and now? Well, I can tell you one thing, and I think we've all had
Um,
some thoughts about it. There was no internet back then. There was no, you know, people posting comments for the world to see on some social platform, such as these Black Mirror phones. What do we have?
yeah,
Like radio and reviews in magazines. How do you,
yes.
what have you noticed besides that? Because that can be negative at sometimes and hurtful in terms of social media.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
tell me,
Um,
the difference between that world and this, and how you've navigated and even had to, because we said we would address it,
Mm.
how to, press on no matter what people like to be mean sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And
Yes, because they can.
tell me the
Be-
difference because you've experienced both worlds between then and
Yeah,
now, and how you dealt with any type of challenges.
let me say, like, see, my first release was in 2005.
Hmm.
And yes, available on compact disc. And so, you know, looking back, Facebook and definitely not Instagram, I came in on the MySpace um days. And
Hmm.
this opened up a whole world for independent artists like me. I'm a proud independent artist. I do things, my way. So like before that I didn't have, I thought about this recently. Before that you had and we still have tabloids, Inquirer. I don't even know if that still exists, but I'm sure if it
My
does, there's
grandmother
a
called
form
them the rag papers. And
like
boy,
that.
did they let
And
Michael Jackson have it. It was awful.
yeah, so and we know that that was always, a thing. Before the internet, you'd hear the trash talk about whoever, Madonna, Michael Jackson, whoever. Um, it's really something these days with the internet. Um, for me, yes, we did say we'd address it. I'm having such a
Hmm.
joyful talk with you.
We
You see,
have to
because I
address it
feel,
too, because
yes,
it
yes,
doesn't just happen in the world with non-celebrities, but it happens with, it doesn't just happen in the celebrity world, it happens all over. And considering last week was National Suicide Prevention Week,
yes.
it's
Hmm.
something that needs to be addressed and dealt with and monitored, because social media can cause people to take their own lives,
Yes.
from young, the old, you know what I mean? And I think
Yes.
social media is what you can make it. To be honest, I only got involved with it because of my film, because I was told I had to. But other than that, there used to be a pastor on my job. He used to walk around the office going, "Facebook is the devil." And then I would hear like people arguing about it and stuff. And my cousin said, "Look, you're gonna go in there, promote your film, leave it at that, and don't respond to people." I'm an Aries, so I already don't give a. I'm not cursing. It's Sunday, so I was very much raised sticks and stones. When I was young, I was very insecure and very concerned about what people thought of me. And so I got heavy in my prayer life. And I heard a minister once say, it was Elder Max Simmons. I remember one day he said, "I'm delivered from people." And I said, "I want to be like that. I want to be delivered from people." So I'm completely delivered from people. And I've been, I had a very ugly situation happen to a family member that was racist, and I had to protest, and someone found it upon themselves to put me on YouTube and to tease my family about it. But I was protesting, and I got results from people. During that protest, people helped me. But it's happened to me more than at least twice, and I'm raised by my grandmother. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names don't hurt me. And
Mm.
I'll even say, "Well, listen, I like being in the limelight. You just made me more popular, posting me up, doing all that stuff." I'll never forget. I was a big fan of Fame and Irene Cara, and when they did the series, and that woman Erica Gimbo, she took on the role of Coco, and something happened. Oh, what was I had recently shared it? This dancer, she had a meltdown in the classroom because someone was bothering her,
Uh-huh.
and she couldn't take anymore. She goes to Coco, and she's like, "Listen, I'm not trying to hear that. You just had a whole spotlight." You know what I'm saying? That
Hmm.
negative stuff just gives you a whole damn spotlight, and that's how I see it. And I was also raised, when they stop talking, that's when you better worry. You know?
I really want to deliver something, a message about this. And as you speak, I'm glad that you brought this up again. I'm trying to center myself to deliver this message because it's actually very, very important. Um,
Yes.
yes, I like it is. It's so important. Now,
Well, this is Candid, Zaylan. Let's keep it real.
um,
We don't have to say what it was, but someone came for you up there. You know what I mean?
yes,
And I
yes. No,
don't
I'm
like
gonna
stuff
bring it
like
up.
that.
I'm gonna bring it up. And actually, to tell you, the thing is that that's the first time that I ever experienced anything like that, and it was at the place where we met. And see, I want to deliver this message in a way because see, I've handled it within myself, beautifully, so beautifully. But see, it's actually very important. Like you said, this last week was suicide. Is it again?
Prevention Week, yes. I work
Prevention
in a
week.
high school, so I
And
get all the
yes,
information on what week it is.
and this is like it's very real. Now, see, I've handled it for myself, but I really want to make sure I'm praying to deliver this in a way that is going to be encouraging to anyone else
Hmm.
that has ever experienced this or ever will. Um, at my
By the way,
performance,
if any
mhm,
of you are watching, please type in the chat in these comments if you can see Zaylan. Thank you.
oh yeah, don't see any. Yeah, so I actually okay. Where do I start? First of all, like, see, let's start with how God works, because how
Mhm.
higher power works is that here we are right now. And how did you and I, Shang, get here? It's because I took a chance. Well, I do what I do, and I performed. Um,
And you perform, baby, because I'm telling you, I was suffering that day.
and that's the thing.
Those who
See,
were
that's what
close
I
to me
want
know
to
what it
say.
was.
This, I want to say it like through that. Like, see, the thing is, here you just have like someone who's coming and performing, and there's a whole story behind me. First and foremost, I'm a human being, and I'm a flawed, damaged soul.
All of us, most of
Um,
us are. Yeah.
yes. And the thing is, you dress up in a certain way and this and that. But see, okay, I just want to put this in. See, here you and I are, right? And how did we get here? You saw me and you did say you was going through something on that day. And it prompted you after my performance. You said you didn't know if I was approachable, but you approached me. And I remember, because this was at the tail end of the performance, and we had a one-on-one moment. A lot of people were there, a lot of people complimented, and this and that. It was truly a beautiful event. But see how
I was
beautiful
coming
it
from the
is.
ladies' room, and you were
Yeah.
on by the steps. Yes.
Yeah. And so you stopped me and you right there, and you said to me, and I felt the sincerity. You said that, I really want to let you know I really enjoyed your performance. You said that it lifted you up, and you explained that, you know, you had been going through something, right? But this lifted you
Mhm.
up, and you also pointed out the lyrics to the song. And it's really interesting, right? How here we are right now, and I'm discovering more about you, and I look forward to getting to know you even more.
Yeah,
And
you make me
that's
feel important. You were like actress, writer. Because sometimes we forget who we are.
yes, and sometimes this world could try to tell us who
Mhm.
they want us to be. So it's so important to remember who you are, and also to,
And whose you
even if
are,
you're not,
which is we are
even if you're
all
not
God's
to,
children. Yep.
yes, and even if you're not, you feel you're not, to know what your goal is, and see to hear what you feel about the song and my performance, which, to be honest with you, is, well, okay, let me say this as humbly as possible. I do, I get that, you know. I mean, there's people alive now and gone, dead, who have been encouraged in very beautiful and very real ways from my performances and me doing what it is I do. And then now we come, and then there's a meaning of the song too, which is written like a love song, like a male I will survive, I'm getting over you kind of thing. But it really is written, it really, what the song is to me is about the side of me that procrastinates. It's about the side of me that puts myself down, that wants to keep me down, that part of me. And so it's the other side of me saying, no, look, no, if you love me, let me know. If you don't, then, you know, you gotta go. Something like that, because I'm getting up, right? And I have been prone in my life to depression and certain things, you know, and when I'm really together, it's like there's really no one that can actually, put me down.
That's true.
Um, Gosh, I really want to deliver this. The thing is, okay, so with that performance, and always with performances, like I don't set out to do anything. I don't sit down and plot, like, you know what, I'm going to do something outrageous. Creatively, as an artist, if a song calls for something, I'm going to do it. And I'm known for performing the same way, um, with everything I've got,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's a large crowd or a small crowd. And you know what? It really is, each and every time, it's me facing a fear. Okay? I've gone through anxiety and this kind of thing before performing. And the more I do it, the easier it actually,
I would
becomes.
have never known that in the audience. You never know what people go through. I've heard of stage fright, but anxiety is a real thing.
Yeah. Hmm.
Lady Gaga
And
has it.
so,
She admitted to it. We don't know who suffers from it, and it's a very annoying thing. I've had it. You know what I mean?
yeah, I've had artists who have said to me, asked me, how I'm able to do what it is I do. And you know what? It came to a point, and it constantly comes to this point, where it's like, kind of, it like, it is what it is. It's like, it's okay to, you know what? You fail by never trying. You fail by never trying. And it's okay to do something. It's okay to not get it right. Whatever right is.
Hmm.
Um, and this is the advice I give to artists, on this subject. Anyway, that performance was well received right there in at the location. Okay.
You
Then
even
we
had there
go.
were a couple of elders in the audience, and they were even getting up. You know?
People often do with this, and when I do this song and others, I've been blessed. See, like I'm telling you, Riches, no, I've been blessed to see, which didn't happen at this performance. One of the most amazing, most touching experiences for me was seeing a man in a wheelchair, right? Trying to get up and dance while I'm singing, dancing and doing what it is I do.
That was that
You
day,
know,
right? I think I remember
it
seeing
wasn't.
you
It was not that day. This was in Brooklyn, or
in
maybe I
Brooklyn.
don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But see that like the reaction of
Mhm.
with this type of passion is not something that I'm unfamiliar with, and it's a real blessing. You know, and that's what I focus on.
Thank you for
You know,
sharing that, Zaylan. I want to ask you, too, have you ever almost had a record deal, been offered one, and did you take it or not? Well, um, did you ever get close to being signed by a label? And is that something you ever wanted to do, or is being independent, um, allow you to have more happiness, control, and less worry about your musical future,
at
be
age
it
56,
financially or artistically, in terms of your own control?
I'm 56 now. The stars are in the sky. Um, I really enjoy doing things on my own terms.
You don't look
Um,
56, and
and
then you don't dance like it.
thank you. And yeah, I enjoy doing things on my own terms. I have like one-on-one deals with labels I'm open to. I have a release coming out sometime in October with a particular label by someone, Aki, shout out to Aki, who's doing a
Okay.
remix of, has done a beautiful remix of my song Nothing Left for You Here. Um, he's in Australia. Uh, we have another such situation signing for particular songs, right? In
Do you have an
Germany.
attorney?
I'll answer that separately to you.
Okay.
That one separately. You know,
You can answer it separately or off camera, however you
like
choose.
yes, definitely for some things, yeah. Um, like it came to a point where that I really enjoy the experience. This, doing it in this way. I'm not. See. I'm successful. I'm very successful in that. See where I'm at with what I do
Hmm.
is what I want. And this doesn't mean that I'm just like satisfied. Like wherever it is I want to strive to be, it's still within. I really don't know. New levels, new devils. I don't know what it would be to be signed. I'm not knocking anybody that is, but I don't know how it would be to be signed to a label and or something and like under the control of. I mean, I've heard lots of horror stories. I'm very. I try to just be respectful of everybody's choices and their journey. I'm
Hmm.
really grateful to be an independent artist and producer, celebrating 20 years this year of music releases and, enjoying all aspects of my artistry in this way. Um, so I'm open to that yes, I have had people who have wanted to groom me and kind of take control, and I just was never, I was never drawn to that.
Can you tell us
It
where your
never
next
was.
performance is going to be?
My next performance, well, I do have an event coming up that's an artist showcase. I'm bringing in, several different artists, strongly focusing on uh, J. Jules, who's an artist producer, and, with the different artists that he, um, works with him. And that's me more like as a host. And
Okay.
if I perform there, it won't be any. If I perform there, it won't be like house music driven stuff intentionally because I'm saving it all for my birthday week, which my birthday is October 7th, and I'll be
Okay.
performing at Brooklyn
Libra.
Borough. Yeah, I'm performing at Brooklyn Borough, in Brooklyn. I've never been there, but I
Y'all hear that?
definitely know the
October 7th
host.
on his birthday at Brooklyn Bureau. What time?
It's not October 7th. My birthday is October 7th, but it will be
Oh,
October 4th. And October 4th, that's Saturday. And it's for B-side music. B-side music, David John Stories, 10th anniversary. And this is going to kick off his indoor events. And this guy is just, I don't know if you've heard of him, but like in this industry of sharks and case, in this
mhm,
industry of sharks, that's somebody I can truly speak to, and
mhm.
I have a lot of respect for him. He's a class act, a real good guy. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that October 4th.
Do you have any ability now, because I don't, to play, give us a little sample of one of your songs?
Um, why am I laughing? Like, you mean to play one or sing one?
Oh,
Whatever?
you could sing. You could go ahead and sing.
Nothing left for you here. For a long time, those games you played, they worked my mind. Till the day you left my life, I couldn't believe the way you two looked, all wrapped up, caught in your wicked bed of lies. Broke my heart, is how it made me feel, like a man who lost his dream. Now you want to come back, do I just forgive all your misdeeds? Long verse. And so there's nothing left for you here but the shroud of my lonesome tears. For new love can replace this unbreaking heart that you broke when you did what you did, what you did. That's the first one released in
Like
2005.
that.
Released. That's the meal I will survive. So, and
I
then
like that.
definition of house. Definition of house, which first version was done. I brought in producer Shino Black to work with me on the music. This
Hmm.
is a spoken word thing that people are really loving. I'm not gonna recite that one.
Now,
What is
are
your
you a
definition?
natural born dancer, or did you train at like Ailey, or where did you
No.
get your dancing?
I don't know how to dance.
Huh?
I don't know how to dance. I'm a freestyle dancer. You
So
know.
you've never been trained. You just dance like that. You're just
Yes.
naturally gifted. Wow.
And yeah, I think you know what.
You got a lot of energy.
Thank you. That's what they say. Thank you. Yeah.
Do you have any
Yeah.
questions for me? We've got about
The
7
movie.
minutes, and airplanes are flying over my head.
Uh, the
I'm
movie.
watching the last of the pool be drained down. Someone's out here barbecuing, so I guess I'm getting the last smells of summer as we're talking. You have
Yes.
any
Well,
questions
you know
for
what? I
me?
have a world of questions for you. Some I'm going to ask you as
A
we
world. We got
get to
7 minutes.
know each other. No, 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 no. I mean, no, no, as we get to know each other because you're my new friend.
Oh,
Remember
all
during this process I kept saying that let's save this or not for the interview, and because I'm blessed. I take to you. And I saw your film. Well, no, I saw part of it. It's been so busy I
really?
haven't seen the whole thing. A sub and
Uh-oh,
Brick
I'm about to
City.
be on the spot here. Yeah, it was very controversial. Yes, thank you for watching.
Talk to me about this.
Well, ask
And
me to go on.
I want to say, okay, so if he's listening, what's his name again? Help me, your buddy. Okay, don't. He's okay. Gosh, it's only because I'm so nervous that I
Wait,
forget
who is
his name.
listening? Somebody from the film?
No, he was in it, a singer. You
Eddie
know him.
Nicholas.
I wanted you to let me guess. I like to play that game. Just
Oh,
give me three
yes.
names. But Eddie Nicholas, yes. So I
Okay.
saw him in there in the video, in
Yes,
the little
yes.
clip. And so that was a surprise to me. I'm like, oh, he's an actor and he was very good. And
I
so are
want to say
you.
that was his
And
first time. Hold on, let me see if I can invite Eddie up here. So Eddie and I
I've
have a
never
long history, and he is responsible. He's a part of the reason that I was able to get a school. Hold on 1 minute. I don't know what this is doing. I'll tag him later.
As you do that,
I
I'm
met
just
actually
the coffee
Eddie.
is
I
spilled.
met you. I met many years ago because he was my godson's teacher, and
Uh,
my godson grew up and became an artist. By the way, got a degree from Kane and has been considered for roles in Dreamgirls. Shout out to my godson Marquise. Um, he was Marquise's teacher, and I just took to him, and I just known him so many years. And I, as he said, she told me she had this project, and I found out later after knowing him, he was a house music singer because I was going around to all of the events and was very amazed and astonished by him. And I had said one day, listen, Eddie, because I wrote Southern Brick City, believe it or not. I
yeah.
started writing that movie in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
They just modernized it to look like it was more recent years.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, whatever you need, if you ever need anything, because, if you look at YouTube, there's several interviews of us, and there's one where he talks about this. We were at the Harlem Film Fest, and we were nominated there for Best Drama. And he goes, I told her, she came to me with this script like 20 years ago, said, whatever you need, because I had initially came to him to act. And I don't think he did any acting before Southern Brick City, so I say I made him an actor. And I basically told him, you would be playing yourself. The crazy thing, that original role was cast as a woman, and I changed
I'm
it
going to
to
talk
a
about
man. He was he joined the crew, and I saw him in that part. And there was a scene that was never shot that he wanted to do. It was called The Teacher's Room, and he would have had a ton of lines in that. But you're working with an independent film, and very just it just had to go fast. I never got the funds to do the full length film, which is an hour and 30 minutes to tell all of the stories.
it.
And so years and years later, I had the capability of getting it done. And I said, Eddie, it's about to happen. Will you act in this role? He said, yes. Around that time, I was trying to get a high school, and we couldn't. And so he allowed me to use a daycare, and we turned it. He helped with the set. He
Mm-hmm.
cooked for the children a wonderful lasagna, and the child actors, the teenage actors, a wonderful lasagna and salad, which he makes very well. And
Mm.
that's how it began. He just
Okay.
said, whatever you need. And he got that school. We made that daycare look like a high school classroom, and that's how it began. Shout out to Eddie Nicholas. He just received
Eddie,
his propers. He just was acknowledged by the world of house, and he's on the arts committee in Montclair, and he just got a big award at Week Wake Park, which I shared.
that's
Hey, Eddie,
wonderful.
you get a lot of love up here.
Warm person, huh?
I'm glad that surprised you.
Yeah, it was. That was
Miss
like really
Stevens, you
nice.
need to be in a class before the students.
I've
I don't
done
know
a
if you
little
know that
acting.
teacher is me.
The teacher, I saw
That's
you in that.
me.
I
Well,
saw
no,
you.
the girl, shout out to Talithia, Pretty Ricky Lewis. She plays me, but that's a true story of Southern Brick City. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some. I saw some of it. You know, um, the teaser.
Oh, you
Yeah,
saw the trailer. Okay, you can find the Southern
and
Brick
a
City
few things
on
more, like
YouTube under
interview
my
on that.
channel, Shawnee Stevens. It just was recently posted
Mm.
less than a year ago, but it went around the circuit and won a lot of awards. It just does not have a budget to complete the whole film. I don't have a budget, and maybe, who knows? I just
It will
chose to get
happen.
back into acting and wait.
I've done a little acting. You
I
started
asked
off.
you that, and I would like to connect to getting some work if after we get off this line. Well, tomorrow, because I have to get ready to teach.
Okay.
Look, you could tell us now. So we now can say it is officially dark at 7:45. Now the fall is coming.
Oh yeah, this is when.
Assuming still. Zaylan, thank you so much, and thank you for watching my film as well. This was a nice surprise.
You're my
And again, state where your next performance is, and let everyone know where we can find your music.
Worldwide. You can find, okay, so you can, my music is, well, I have a website. I've had a website since
Say it
2005.
loud in case I've got background noise with people's
I
air
have a
conditioning.
website. Okay, I have a website, Zaylan.com, Zaylan.com. And I have to update it a bit, but I have most of my music available there, directly purchasable through me, through my website, right?
That's
But my music is available worldwide, everywhere, on all online stores. TrackSource, Beatport, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora. Yeah, artist name. Yeah,
and you
Zaylan.
can catch him at the Brooklyn Borough, correct? I'm saying this right?
Brooklyn
On
Borough.
October 4th, Saturday?
Yeah, yeah, Brooklyn Borough, spelt as Burl.
What
Um,
is the address for us Jersey people or
uh-oh. Putting
out
me
of
on
state?
this. I have to go and look. But you know what? Starting tomorrow, it's gonna be
We'll
put
post and
on
share
blast.
that.
Yeah, it's gonna be put on blast. It's downtown Brooklyn, Atlantic Avenue. I don't know the numerical address as yet,
Is that
but
the Heights?
Brooklyn,
Is that Brooklyn Heights?
downtown Brooklyn,
Okay. Fulton and J
Barclays,
Street?
somewhere close to Barclays Center. Barclays
Okay,
Center.
we're
Huh?
gonna post
Down-
it up. He's gonna post it and share it no later than tomorrow. What
Oh
the
yeah.
hell is that? Oh, this man is out here drilling.
Oh,
Jesus.
right. Let me see this.
Y'all heard that background noise?
It
Cut.
sounds like an albatross or something. That's the birds
There's a
with
man
it.
out here drilling. We're in the dark. We need to go. All right. This has been Candid Conversations with artist, singer, dancer, trailblazer, Zaylan.
And
House
Shang
music.
Jones.
He sings and many more varieties of music. Catch him at the Brooklyn Borough, Saturday, October 4th. We'll be posting the details. This has been Candid
Celebrate my
Conversations,
birthday.
and his birthday is October 7th. We'll give him a
Yes.
big Libra shout out on here. So we used to say back in the 90s, I'm outie 5. Good night, peace, and blessings. Stay encouraged, and remember, from Shawnee and Zaylan, never let anybody's opinion hold you in bondage. God bless, and good night.
Good night. Take care.